Welcome to the Women's Woven Voices Project. I am so happy that you are here to usher in the next phase of this incredible international collaborative art project that promotes women's empowerment through writing, weaving, and sharing your stories. Originally, I had set a goal to include 1,000 woven stories from women around the globe. And I am happy to say that currently, the collective Tapestry, part of which you see behind me, now includes over 1,000 woven stories from participants in 10 different countries. The completed Tapestry has been exhibited here in California, and this summer of 2022, we'll travel to Knoxville, Tennessee, here in the USA, to be exhibited in its entirety at an international conference. Now, as I am exhibiting this original tapestry, the new goal is to create a global tapestry with groups like yours gathering together, reflecting on your life stories, writing, weaving your story cloth, sharing your stories with each other, to support each other in your own creative, courageous, compassionate actions in your community. So this set of videos, will show you how I put together the panels that you see displayed behind me so that you can create your own panel. And the goal is to just have panels in every place in the world where women want to gather and add their voice and their energy to promote compassionate action and compassion for all human beings on earth. So let's begin. You've woven your story cloths, and usually when they finish, you take them off the straws, and at one end there's usually a knot, and if you take off the straws, you probably knot it up the other end. And now it's time to finish them off. So I have received over the years, again, over 1,000 of these story cloths. And this is what I do. I undo the knot, and I'm going to tie the ends and then weave them back into the cloth so that it's a finished off end. And I'm going to show you how I do that. What you're going to need is a blunt tapestry needle. And these have a very large eye and a very blunt end. It's not that sharp, as you can see. These can be found at places like Michael's, Joann's, places that sell craft supplies, and it's called a tapestry needle. We'll use that in just a minute. You're going to need some scissors. Scissors, there you go. And this is what I do. I take the ends here, and the kits that I distributed had 5 sets of doubled over ends. So I'm going to take these two sets of 2 and do a square knot. I'm doing a left over right, right over left, and just pull and just creating a knot. Now there's 3 sets left, so I'm going to go over to the other side, and the set that's next to it, I'm going to divide that so that I'm going to actually be tying just one of those with the 2 on the end. And once again, I don't know why I do the left one first, but that's just my natural thing. Left over right, right over left, and pull, and then that's secure, and that leaves in the center a 1 and a 2 set that I'm once again going to just tie together like this. Whoops. There you go. And now there's the finished off ends. Because I added a fringe on one end and a sleeve on the other, I tuck the ends in, or we call that weaving the ends in. So I'm going to take my large eye and fold the end of the middle of the thread over. When I pull the needle out, I'm able to just slide that large eye over. It's just a really easy way of threading it. And then I'm going to take the needle and thread it up about 1.5 inches into the weaving. And because this is a weft-faced weave, it's usually pretty loose. I could just slide it right through. And you can see that there's 5 distinct rows, and there's going to be 5 ends. So we're going to just take each one of these ends, thread it onto the needle, and slide it right up. There you go. Now I want to say that, you know, your group may decide that you don't want to tuck in the ends. That's, you know, up to you. However you want to display your panel is fine. I do encourage you to add the red fringe. If you want to add a red fringe just over where the, you know, the white ends are, that is fine with me. So let's do this. I'm just pulling them up nice and tight. One left, onto the needle, slip, slide onto the needle, and then just right on up, 1.5 inches, and pull. And then you have something that looks like this. The ends are just hanging out there. And I'm just going to take my scissors and snip those in one swoop. And there we have a finished end. Voila. All right. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to stitch the story cloths together to make a panel. See you then.